Hi, this video will explain how to create layer masks in the free graphics editing program Gimp. Layer masks provide the basis for many useful and interesting graphic manipulations, and it will make your Gimp life a whole lot easier if you know how to use this feature. Layer masks are added onto layers. So to understand what layer masks can do and how you apply them, you need to understand what layers are. If you're not already familiar with layers, please see our collection of tutorials on YouTube. Over here on the left is the Layers dialog box. If this box does not show up when your GIMP application opens, you can hit the button Control and the button L at the same time and this box will pop up. We also, as well as the Layers dialog box, also need the toolbox because we will be using the paintbrush right here. If this box does not open up when the GIMP application opens, you can hit the button Control and the button B. Okay, this is the application when it's first open. In order to open a new image that we want to work with, you can go to the left-hand corner of the application and hit File. Go down. I'm going to use Puppy Cotton, so I'm going to left-click, double-click, and it will open up in the canvas. Now we need to decide how we want to remove her image from the background. You can use the cutting tool as long as you are absolutely sure that you don't want to use this background ever again. Okay, let's add a layer mask to a layer. If you go over here to the Layers dialog box, click on that, you'll see that there's one layer which is showing this one layer, and we need to make a duplicate layer. So right click your mouse button on the blue section and this menu will pop up and go all the way up until you see duplicate layer. Left click with your mouse button and choose that. You will see now that there's a duplicate layer under the first layer. Also, we can look at these eyes on the layers, and if you click the eyes, that means that you can't see that layer. So I'm going to click the bottom layer and turn off that eye so we can't see it. Going to the top layer, that's the bottom layer, select the top layer and do the exact same thing that we did with the duplicate layer, except now we are going to choose Add a Layer Mask. So right click the blue section with your mouse and go halfway up and you'll see Add Layer Mask, and left click that with your mouse button. Okay, now that the Add Layer Mask has been brought up, we want to make sure that the white full opacity selection has been chosen. That means that we won't be able to see anything through the mask. No transparency at all, no percentage of it. And that's what we want for our background because we don't want any of the background to show at all. We just want to see the image of the dog. Now if you go back to the Layers dialog box, you can see that now there's a white box. This represents the mask. The mask is on the top layer, and if you notice, if you select one of the other images, a white line appears that shows you that you're selecting it to work with that image. If you notice, the black line means that you don't have that selected. What we want to make sure, and you can't tell when it is selected because the box is white itself, we want to make sure that we have the mask selected when we start painting, because that's what we're changing. Okay, now we go up to the toolbox menu and find the paintbrush tool. It looks like a little paintbrush. So left click that with your mouse, and then a little farther down below it you'll see the black and the white paint that you'll be using. Here's what you need to know about black and white and layer masks. Everything that is painted black will not be seen. Everything that is painted white will be seen. So it's almost like a superhero's mask. Everything that's under his mask that's black is not going to be seen. And everything that's in the light, under the white light, will be seen. I don't know if that will help you remember it. So we've got the paintbrush, and you can see it's really tiny circle. So you can come over here under the paintbrush tool options and change the size. So just left click and drag and make the size of the paintbrush what you want. And this is pretty good. So just start painting all around what you want to hide, because we're painting with black right now, but we hidden the layers so we can really see what's getting changed. And you can change the size back smaller if you need to. But let's say I messed up and I went right through her body. This is where layer masks are a lifesaver. I've messed up. Here's what you can do. You can hit the X button, and if you'll look over here and you watch the black and the white switch places, hit the X button. And now you're using white. And like we said, white is what you can see. So now if we paint the white, we can get back everything that we've just hidden. Now you can see where the black has been painted and the white's still showing on the mask. We can go up to File and click Save As and save this mask. Okay, the last thing I need to do is to add my grass background. So I got out of my file. And as you can see, I didn't do a very good job. So I'll click the mask and make sure that the black is showing and fix what I didn't do completely in the first place. And that's it. Thanks for watching.
This video is brought to you by the Professional Writing Club. For more information, follow us on Twitter at PWClub at UAB and like us on Facebook at Professional Writing Club at UAB.